Hello, in this video we are going to install Microsoft Community Edition of Visual Studio. So the first thing you want to do is open your Google. Type in Visual Studio Community Download. Let's search for that. And you can download this for Windows and Mac. So it might be a little different for Mac, but I will give you how it looks in Windows. We want the Community Edition because it's free. So let's click the free download. And let's just ignore that. Click this. The Visual Studio installer runs. Let's continue. My speed might be different from your speed depending on how fast your computer is, or I have already downloaded Visual Studio once, so I'm just running through this update a second time, so it might be faster this time I install Visual Studio. So I'm going to click on the update here. And you will just have to wait for this to finish. So I will pause the video and start it when it gets close to being finished. Okay, I'm giving you an update. I've only downloaded about half of the data that I need, and it's very slow. Now, I don't have the greatest internet speed. My internet speed is only about 13 megabits at the most. So if you have cable internet, your internet speed will be a lot faster. If you have CenturyLink and you have a gig download, your download will be like instant. But I am still on an older system, so it's taking me a while. And as you can see, it is really slow. However, this being slow, it's not nearly as slow as it was 30 years ago or 40 years ago. It was pitifully slow way back in the 80s and 90s. So, as you can see, if you look at the clock, this has taken quite a while, and I'm almost done downloading. I'm not near done installing Visual Studio yet. So now it should pick up some speed since everything has been downloaded, and we could wait for the installation to complete. We still have to set up Visual Studio. So I'm going to stop the video now and try and splice two videos together for the completion of installing Visual Studio Community Edition. So my computer has rebooted, and I will see if we can continue with the Visual Studio installation. I'm going to search for Visual Studio here in my start menu. It's probably under Microsoft, maybe it's under V for Visual Studio. There it is. Okay, this is Community 2019. All these other ones are previous installations I did. So I'm going to click on Visual Studio 2019. And see, this already has data here because I had previously loaded in Visual Studio. So I'm just going to load up this program, and I want to make sure that we have installed everything we need to install. So I'm not sure if you are going to see a different installation than I did, but to make sure you have C++, so we want to click on Tools, get Tools and Features, and see, I've got C++ installed already. You will want to make sure desktop development with C++ is checked here. So make sure this is checked. You don't have to make sure anything else is checked for our class. So the only thing we want to do is check this. And notice we get certain things when we check this. I've also loaded a couple extra stuff. But all we want is C++, and then you click the install button if it didn't already give you that option to install this. Once you've installed C++, you can create your C++ programs. So the installation of Microsoft Visual Studio Community Edition is fairly easy, and it'll install the C++ compiler and the IDE.